It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. He's 4th in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Bengals and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Wilson. That's caught by Tucker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing is Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A little juke. Open man is the first-round pick, Brock Bowers. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Bowers. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here come the Bengals now to take over.
They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
To throw, Williams.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Russell Wilson, a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
He finds his man, Johnson.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. To throw, it's Williams. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
To the air, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here's Williams. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Taylor will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker now to add the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's complete to Dobbs.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams.
They'll roll him out right.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion left, Robinson. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Wilson.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Wilson.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Here's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Williams. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now Wilson.
Finding Taysom Hill complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Wilson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw again is Wilson. That's complete to Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hill going to go in motion right.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
To throw, Williams.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Williams going to sneak it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Caleb Williams.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we close out the first quarter of this season. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Rashee Rice, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Well, the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
To throw, it's Williams.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's down the numbers. There he goes. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Carolina. Brock Bowers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught at the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Throwing is Williams. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Here's Williams.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Dobbs goes in motion.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They complete it to Hill.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
To the air, Williams.
Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Caleb Williams.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They go play action with Wilson.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser, and he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Now it's Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 40. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
2 yards to go, second down. Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Play action. Now Williams.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Williams flushed out right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Up the middle. Here's Taylor.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Now a give to Taylor.
And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. It certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
Sanders is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Wilson.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Wilson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The visitors' offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To throw, Williams.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw, it's Williams. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They run once more with Taylor.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Now first and goal. Taylor. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Second and goal from the 1. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Second down, goal to go.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 4. A little under 30 seconds remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Here's Wilson.
He'll swing this out to Mostert. And that not at all what they were hoping for. He does stop the clock, but it eats up precious time and winds up losing yardage.
Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's fourth down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
A throw left side for Pearson is complete.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Second down and a yard. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Rolling to his right. Johnson's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Bengals, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our